So you've done it. You've decided you're coming into trucking and you've chosen Prime Inc. After searching countless YouTube videos, talking to other drivers, making phone calls, and deliberating with your family, you might have forgotten one thing: what you have to have when you come in. We're going to talk about the process about coming to Prime, what you need to bring before you start training, during your training, and after you upgrade to your own truck. So let's get into it. Few things first before we talk about what you actually need to bring in when you come in for your orientation and your first day here at Prime Inc. First thing you're going to want to do is get your D.O.T. physical done. Okay, this is going to give you your med card, which is actually going to allow you to go get your permit in your home state for your CDLA. So you're going to get your D.O.T. physical done at your local physician, Concentra, anywhere that does D.O.T. physicals. Okay, then you're going to go to your local DMV and you're going to make an appointment to take the CDLA permit test. Now, this is a multiple choice test. It's super easy. Most states actually offer practice test online, so you can actually gear up to do your test. Prime does usually want us to have as many endorsements as possible: doubles, triples, tanker, hazmat.
Apply for TWIC.
Apply for your TWIC card and get your passport if you can. The more credentials you have, the more options you have here at Prime. After you get your permit, you decide, hey, I'm going to put my application into Prime Inc. They're probably going to want you to get your 7 or 10 year MVR from your local DMV. And I would bring that with you when you come. Once you get approved to come into Prime, they're going to set a date for you to come in. You're going to come in, you're going to do orientation. And once you get through your orientation process, they're going to assign you a PSD instructor. There's 2 types of training here at Prime: PSD phase and TNT phase. PSD is where you're working to get your CDLA license. The TNT phase is after you've received your CDLA license. You're going to actually be doing your mileage training with a trainer. That's when you're actually living on a truck with a trainer. Now, you might be living on the truck with the PSD trainer, or you might actually have an on-pad trainer basically at one of the terminals that'll actually train you, and you stay in a hotel and you meet them on the pad every day. So just depends on what your setup is. Now we're going to get into the list of the things that you're going to need while you're here at Prime in your training. After that, we're going to talk about the list of things that you're going to need after you upgrade to your own truck. Everything on the list during your training, you're going to need when you upgrade to your own truck. During your training, guys, you have limited space. Doesn't matter if you're in the hotel room, because you're probably going to have a bunkmate in your hotel room, or if you're on the truck with your trainer. So you're going to want to keep things in 2 bags. One large duffel bag and one backpack or some similar type of bag you can carry around with you, or a smaller duffel bag, your choice, whatever works best. Have your bedding, which could be a comforter, a sleeping bag, and pillows. And the reason I say sleeping bag is because while the truck's in motion, you're supposed to be sleeping on the bottom bunk. You're not supposed to be on the top bunk. So this gives you a unique opportunity for the trainer to be able to move their bedding, and you lay a sleeping bag down so you're not actually laying on their bed, and you can have your own comforter and your own pillow. You're also going to want to have a 7-day minimum amount of clothing, depending on the weather, the time of year you're coming in. Could be warm weather, could be cold weather, but you're going to want to be ready for anything really. So you're want to keep a good hoodie or jacket as well, because sometimes even during the summertime, you could be in Washington State and it'd be 40 degrees and raining. Well, if you've got all summer clothes in July and it's 40 degrees and raining, well, you're not going to be well prepared. So I would say at least keep 1 pair of pants and a good hoodie and jacket. Now, guys, if you come to Prime, most of their Prime stores have great apparel, great clothing. So, and one of the things that they have is what's called like a 3-in-1 jacket. It's a rain jacket, a regular jacket, and the insulation part on the inside. So it's actually really
and it's a safety jacket. It's yellow with reflective.
Exactly, and it's a safety jacket, so it's got that
4-in-1.
Yep, so it takes place of like a safety vest. You could actually put it on and you're good, because it's a high vis color. You're going to want a pair of boots, even if you're reefer, because you'll end up being in muddy areas sometimes, dropping a trailer. Steel toe, if you're flatbed or tanker, I just recommend steel toe, period. Because you never know when you're going to drop something on your feet or something like that. God forbid you open the back of a door and stuff falls out on you. The last thing you want, your foot getting crushed. You're going to want a pair of sandals or flip-flops to be comfortable in when you guys are just chilling at a truck stop or whatever, and a pair of tennis shoes. You're going to want to bring in a clipboard or folder that keeps all your paperwork organized that you're going to need. pens, markers, and highlighters. You're going to also want to have a shower backpack. It's going to be stocked with all your personal hygiene items and necessities. That's basically what the secondary bag's for, is your shower bag or your carry-around bag, so whatever you want to use. It could be a smaller duffel or whatever. So you're also going to want to have hand sanitizer and shower shoes. Last thing you want to do is put your feet on those nasty shower room floors. I don't care what they say, it's disgusting. Don't. Make sure you have a pair of Crocs or something, or a pair of extra sandals that you use just for shower shoes. You're going to want that. And God forbid you get stuck at a shipper or receiver, or you guys are stuck in inclement weather on the side of the road, get some bath wipes. Because if you can't reach a shower somewhere, you're going to want to be able to at least stay as clean as possible. So that comes in handy, really. Like if you get stuck anywhere, a shipper, receiver, we've had loads where we've actually went to deliver and they would not take the load for 24 hours. And you're stuck. You can't leave. You're stuck there. You get caught in a bad accident on the side of the road for 16 hours. You never know what's going to happen. So you're going to want to have those bath wipes. A laundry bag for your own personal laundry. As you guys change clothes, you don't want to stick them back in your clean clothes bag. You're going to want to have a little laundry bag as well, so you can separate those dirty laundry from your clean laundry. Sunglasses and gloves. You're going to want to make sure that whatever you can get as far as like your gloves and stuff like that, make sure they're waterproof. Get you a safety vest. If you're a flatbed or tanker, you're going to want to have a hard hat as well. It's good to have a flashlight. If you're at night looking for trailers, you're going to want that flashlight to be able to check for trailers.
If you got to look for a leak or something in the TNT phase.
Yep. Doing your pre-trips, post-trips at night, make sure that you got that flashlight so you can do your pre-trips, post-trips, check it for air leaks, fluid leaks, anything like that. You're going to want your phone charger and an extra charger and cords, whatever you may have, your laptop, whatever, camera, whatever. Make sure you have a battery backup. There's a lot of times you end up somewhere, God forbid something happens to the truck. You need to keep that battery backup charged up, and that way you can keep your phone charged in case of an emergency. Soon as you can, even if you can do it before you come in to Prime, get your major truck stop reward cards. Go ahead and go to Love's, go to Flying J and Pilot, go to TA and Petro.
Road Ranger,
Ambest, any of these, we fuel here pretty much all the time. Roadies, all these places, Rudders, get all your fuel cards and get signed up for them, because that way you can be on that program when you come in. And
I think it would also be good, like if you can like get the double card and then like give one to your family member at home, like your wife or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
Then like, so if there's like a roadies or something near them, maybe they can help build your points, or they can use your points.
And a lot of trainers will let you use that card when it's actually the trainee's time to fuel the truck. So you want to be ready. You want to have them there ready to go. So you'll
be building your own points and stuff like that, and those and your own shower credits, things like that, for when you do upgrade.
And speaking of shower credits, guys, I always took my guys and when they weren't building their points or stuff on their cards, even if they had them, if they could save them, I would use my shower credits and get team showers for them, so that they wouldn't burn their credits or wouldn't have to spend their money.
Well,
so
that's something that would be really good to add, because I've seen students not know any better, and they'll
actually pay for showers. Say the trainer's asleep or something, and they'll pay for showers and not even realize, hey, we get free showers at Love's. Like, I mean, I don't pay for anything.
It's not always the trainer's fault, because the trainer just got done with a student and he forgot, oh man, this is a new guy, he don't know nothing.
Right.
Like, I forgot to start over with this one, or I forgot I missed that.
Right, exactly.
So it's not always like it's intentional, but do never pay for showers.
Right.
And you can also ask other drivers, like especially if you see a Prime truck with 2 people, usually it's a team truck, and a team truck's going to have unlimited showers.
Yeah. So you're going to want to get a wireless headset before you come in. You're not going to be able to use it immediately during your training, because you need to be able to be comfortable to drive a whole shift and know what you're doing and be safe, exhibit safe driving to your trainers and instructors. But you're going to want it when you're ready. There's tons of wireless headsets available. Blue Parrot, that was my favorite when I was using wireless headsets. But any of them will work. I mean, it doesn't have to be
aftershocks, but they do get wore out really easy.
Yeah, the aftershocks are nice, but they do get wore out really easy. So guys, it's your pick. You could check any truck stop, Best Buy, anything that is Bluetooth. Now, we'll tell you, when it comes to a wireless headset, you can only have your right ear covered with the headset. You cannot get anything that will obstruct your left ear, because you have to have your left ear open to hear for sirens. When you go through weigh stations, you got to let your window down, listen to the speakers from the Waymasters. So you cannot have a wireless headset that is a fixed 2-piece headset. So it has to be a 1-piece just on the right side, or the left side can be removed. So just keep that in mind when you're buying your wireless headset. There are some earbuds that you can just leave the left one off and just leave it, tuck it in your shirt or whatever way you're driving. That's fine. Just you cannot have both ears obstructed while you're driving your CMV vehicle. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is probably the most important thing. Anything that is listed on your medical form, the long form, you have to have with you. That includes any kind of medical devices, your CPAP, contacts, eyeglasses,
medicines you're on.
Medicines, anything. You have to have them with you, guys. So don't forget that. But as far as personal documentation goes as well, long form physical, your medical card, your original birth certificate, social security card, your driver's license and or permit, 7 to 10 year MVR from your state DMV. And you're also going to want a voided check to set up direct deposit after you upgrade. Guys, Freight Skaters back again. I got my good friend Brian Brooks with me. He's the creator of a web-based software that is a trucking accounting platform to maximize your profitability called OTR on the revenue.
Go to OTR.com and click the link to sign up today and get a free 30-day trial. After that, it's only $15 a month.
You finished your entire training. You've chosen your truck and you're upgrading. Now, what do you have to have? Everything during training, plus you're going to want this, and this is in no specific order. You're going to want to have emergency food and water, just in case, like we were talking about getting stuck at shippers, receivers, on the side of the road, bad weather, an accident. First aid kit, you never know when that's going to come in handy. We actually had a lady wreck right in front of us and who needed to use that first aid kit. We went and got her stuff that she needed. You're going to want to have a coffee cup and or thermos, because at Love's and TA's, you can get free refills. So
those add up quick.
Yeah, and they do add up quick. You got to think,
like
if you're spending, if you're spending $2 for a cup of coffee twice a day, $4 times 365 days a year, theoretically, if you stayed out all year long, which we don't, but
if you
that's a lot of money.
If you bring a wife and kid on the truck, that's even more.
Yeah, that's over $1,200 a year you're saving. So makes a big difference. And you guys, you can't write off food because you're already getting per diem. So that's not going to work. So you got to have those coffee cup and thermoses so you can get refills. You're going to want a multi-tool, something to keep in your door, just something quick, Phillips head screwdriver, pair of pliers. You're going to want spare keys, several spare keys. Last thing you want to do is get locked out of your truck. Okay, you can hide spare keys under the hood, under your fairings, under the back of your cab. Get some carabiners and some keychains. Hide those keys, guys, because you will lock yourself out of your truck. Believe me. I promise you will. Or your trainee. Yeah, if you start training, your trainee's going to lock themselves out of your truck. So just believe me, you want to have spare keys hidden around your truck somewhere. You're going to want to have your paper logbooks in your black book in your door for your truck. You will get these at Prime. Guys, when you get your truck, especially if it's a used lease or used truck, you're going to want to take that black book when you pick it up from Prime, double check, ask them to make sure, double check all the permits are up to date, insurance card, everything, and make sure you have 2 logbooks in that black book. You have to have a paper logbook with you just in case your Qualcomm goes down.
We also keep our med cards in there.
Yep, and we also keep our med cards in there as well. You're going to want to get a small microwave, skillet, and portable freezer and fridge. Now, I will tell you, the microwave that we have, it doubles as an air fryer and a convection oven. It's really, really awesome. And a little skillet is great to have on the truck. You can fry up some eggs, some bacon, whatever. Now we do have a portable freezer on the truck, as well as a stock fridge from Peterbilt. Obviously, some trucks will have a fridge in there from the previous user, the previous leasee or previous owner of the truck, but don't count on it, guys. You're going to want to make sure that you can shop and go shopping for your food. Well, it gets really expensive eating out in truck stops every single day.
The other thing is the different trucks can hold different amount of food. So when we went from the Freightliner, we had a dorm fridge.
Yep. We
had a bigger freezer space. We had more fridge space.
Yep.
And then we got in the Peterbilt, it's just a small, mainly just to hold
tiny
drinks.
Fridge, yeah.
It's just to hold some drinks.
Yep.
And so we got the dual fridge and freezer combo, and that was great.
As I'll leave a link down in the description to the stuff that we have, so that way you guys have an idea of what we're talking about. You're going to want to have a GPS, preferably one that has a dash cam built into it. The Garmin OTR 7 diesel dash cam setup is really great. Offer that at the Prime store. If you can't get a GPS with a dash cam, you're going to want to have a dash cam. CYA, cover your assets. If you're caught up in an accident, you want to be able to prove that it wasn't your fault. You want to have an up-to-date atlas. This is super important because you don't want to just follow GPS blindly. You want to make sure that your routes are legit and they're truck friendly. CB radio. I can't tell you guys how important this is for updates while you're driving, listening to other drivers tell you there's a wreck up ahead, whatever the case may be. You're going to want truck cleaning supplies, disinfecting as well, cleaning supplies so you can clean your truck inside and out. tire shine, whatever you guys want to do for your truck outside. But you're going to want to make sure to keep your truck clean on the inside. Trash bags, laundry detergent, small rechargeable vacuum for the inside. I'll leave a link to the one that we actually use as well in the description. You got to have snow chains and socks, which Prime has those available at the terminal. It's your choice. Get with your fleet manager and they can set up payments on your settlements, so you don't have to pay for it out of pocket all at once. Triangles, fire extinguisher. Now these are usually in your truck when you get it, but guys, believe me, you're responsible. If those triangles break or you have to use that fire extinguisher, even helping another driver, you have to replace that fire extinguisher.
And making
don't
sure
forget
they're in
that
there from the get-go, because they
Yep,
might not
and you
be.
got to have them in there from the get-go. For reefer, you're going to want to have load locks, guys. You can get those from inbound, outbound, at any terminal. When you go, you're going to want to make sure to keep those load locks on the back of your trailer. At least 2 load locks minimum. I would say 4. You usually don't use more than 2 at a time. You want to have your abloy locks. All this can be done at the Prime store again. You're going to want to have a broom and or electric blower to blow these trailers out. Sometimes you can't always get to a wash, and 9 times out of 10, trailers don't really need a wash. If there's no odor and there's no blood or fluids in the floor of the trailer, you can just, if it's just a dry load, you can blow it out. It's no big deal. Now for your flatbed and tanker guys, you guys are going to want to get your flatbed gear and your tanker gear from Prime. So flatbed guys, you got everything from tarps to straps to chains. Tanker, you're going to need to get your fittings and everything. So guys, see your FM, they're going to point you in the right direction to go get that stuff. You're going to want to keep a yellow diesel can on the truck just in case you run out of reefer fuel, you run out of fuel in your tanks. Detention stamp, guys, if you're held over as shipper receiver, you're going to want to have that detention stamp stamped on those bills so you can get paid for it. Extra glad hand seals, go to the tractor shop in any of the terminals. They'll give you guys glad hand seals for free. So along with the glad hand seals, the rivets for the inside of your trailer on the reefers, guys, you got to have those as well to repair that chute. I actually have a video I'll link right here about repairing your chute. Tire plug kit, sometimes this will work, just depends. We've got a new one that's actually a tire gun. I haven't tried it yet. I would like to, but it doesn't hurt to have a tire plug kit on the truck. Empty bottle to use for soap water, so you can just check for leaks on your air lines, your tires, whatever. Basic tool kit, you know, this is stuff you're gonna need: pliers, channel locks, screwdrivers, hammer. Prime actually sells a toolkit in their company store. Very valuable to have that, just for the basics, guys. Changing fuses out, bulbs, stuff like that. You never know. Speaking of that, you're going to want to keep extras of those on your truck. Extra bulbs, fuses, fluids, wipers. Really helps. You never know when you're going to need them. And your filters, yeah, exactly. So your fresh air filters for your cabin. You can get all this stuff at the Prime, guys, at the tractor shop. And what you're going to pay there for this stuff is like a fraction of what you would pay anywhere else, like a truck stop or whatever. It's crazy how cheap it is. Jumper cables, just in case you got dead batteries or you got to jump the reefer off if you guys are reefer. A tire gauge and a tread gauge, super valuable. You want to keep those tires aired up right, because as the seasons change, you got to make sure to top them off. So we run our steers at 110 and we run our drives about 100 pounds. You can get you an airline that hooks up to your red line on the back of your tractor, and a tire chuck, so you can actually fill your tires on the go. You don't have to actually rely on an air compressor or whatever. You can actually use your truck to top your tires off. And guys, I advise every single one of you to take and attend that maintenance, the pro maintenance class at Prime Inc. They offer it right now in Springfield and in Pittston. Super informative. It's going to teach you guys a lot of things that you can repair on your tractor and trailer. Super simple. So guys, knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have. Save time and money. It really helps a lot, especially if you're buying a truck. You want to keep expenses as low as possible. That way you can keep your profit as high as possible. So guys, that is all we have for you today. Like I said, this list is based on what I would have brought if I would have known what I know now back then. So I see these things as, during the training period, as completely viable and a necessity. And once you get on your own truck, these things are viable and a necessity as well. So you never can be too prepared out here on the road. The thing about trucking is there's so many variables and so many challenges every single day. It's not a cookie cutter job. It's not a cookie cutter career. You can't just say it's all going to go the same as it did yesterday, because that's not the case. So it is always wise to be prepared for anything and everything. And obviously there is true beauty in minimalism. Okay, don't get me wrong, because you don't want your truck completely crowded up with a bunch of stuff. I think we might have too much stuff in here as it is. I don't know. Mama kind of likes it. I remember she used to put shelves up and candles and all kinds of stuff, and lamps. Yeah, once you get hit in the head with that, riding down the road so many times. I remember one time we had a Keurig in the back. She was driving, and the Keurig came off the shelf and like doused me. And I woke up, thought I was drowning. It was crazy. It was really weird. But anyways, so guys, that's the list, guys. What you might need when you come into Prime, or what you need to do before you come to Prime, what you're going to need when you come to Prime during your training process, and what you'll need during your TNT side and PSD side for your training process, and what you'll need once you upgrade your own truck. Now guys, obviously if you're an experienced driver, this list is probably not for you, but it might also highlight some things that you didn't even think about. If you guys have been out of trucking for quite some time, I have a lot of emails where guys are saying, hey, I haven't been out of it for 5-10 years, and they're coming back into it, and they're like, man, what should I do? Like, what should I do? What do I need?
Or if they're going from day cab to a sleeper.
Yeah, you could be going from a local job to an OTR job. You know, and it changes, man. The thing about it is it changes. Trucking, like I said, has so many variables, so many challenges. The needs change based on your what you're actually doing in the industry right now. So once again, thanks so much for watching. Guys, I really appreciate all the love and support. Until the next one, stay safe, stay driven, stay loaded. God bless. Freight Skater out.